happy, that music. Well, if you are just joining us, welcome. This is Hochanda, the home of hobbies, crafts and arts. Now, also, we have got, well, when you talk about paper crafting or crafting in general, there is something that are foundations, the very basics, that without it you cannot craft. And with paper crafting, of course, that is card, is the very essence of what we do our craft into it. And there is something to be said about pink frog crafts, because they bring us essential bundles and at very affordable prices with great quality and great finishes. Now, we have got a really expert into all things crafty. I have known her for many years, and it is such a great pleasure that now we get to work together on air. Claire, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's lovely to see you this morning.
It is lovely to see you, Claire. Now, you have got me, because you're sort of recent to our screens, but you have worked in the background of the industry. Well, I don't know, for as long as I have, so about 16 years or something like that.
Yeah, I've been in the industry about 16 years, some demonstrating in stores and things like that, but for a long time on the kind of background thing, so it's lovely to be able to demonstrate and share my passion for all things craft and for the industry. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And I have got quite a few anecdotes with Claire, but I remember once her kindness is unparalleled as well. And you know, one of the things that I love about Claire is that you understand what is the essential nature of our crafting. Now, we have got a happy hour which features some of, you know, those essential cards, but a fabulous price. Now, I need to tell you that a happy hour means that you have got this low price, but for 1 hour and an hour only. Look at the massive saving of £21. Now, Claire, what do we get here and what do we use it for?
This is your basic go-to crafting card but the size is great for all your matting and layering as well. So in there you've got super smooth, which you can just do so much with.
Stamping,
blending,
inking, for bleaching techniques.
Yeah, the black is our true black.
Which is acetylene free, isn't it?
It is, as is the watercolour.
Fabulous.
I'm going to show you some techniques with the watercolour this morning. And then we've also got some of the rainbow mirror in there, which is great for you for matting and layering.
Now, you are getting 605 A5 sheets. That's a phenomenal amount of cards that you are getting. I am, you know, Claire, like many of us during lockdown, and I had to self-isolate because I went to Spain, so I had like 2 weeks at home, literally at home 2 weeks. And one of the things I went back is I had to just kind of find, you know, things to do, like to do mindful. And one of the things I did, it was with watercolor, smaller pieces like this, start doodling. So I think this size kind of is really great as well for mindfulness, because it kind of focuses our mind into smaller size. We can play with it and test different things.
Definitely, you can try different techniques on it without ruining like a massive piece. If you're out and about crafting, I know it's not happening as much at the moment, but if you've got a smaller craft area as well, you can work on these bits and then, you know, mat them and layer them later.
Absolutely, and I know a lot of people that like to see it. For instance, the rainbow, we can use it with alcohol inks, don't we?
Yeah.
So imagine that, we can practice, because this is another thing. Like you were saying, if you want to experiment with the different techniques and you have to cut A4, sometimes we are a little bit, I don't want to, no. But if you have got such a big value, I mean, it's almost half price. It's about, what is it, 40% off or something like this. Now, it is phenomenal. The black as well, also mounting on like matte and layering.
Matte and layering. It's great for, I use it a lot for embossing on as well. It'll take inks really well.
Gilding
wax. But the oxides, the paler oxides pop on it as well. Because
that pigment is opaque. The oxides have got. Also, I'm thinking with the black, I love, one of my go-to for art journaling is to die cut random things from black art, from true black art, because that's the one that I mostly use. Having smaller sizes like this is so much efficient in terms of not wasting card.
Definitely, and for kind of mixed media projects where you want maybe thicker die cuts as well,
yes,
you can cut several images and then layer them up. I think I'll show you a card later with it on. I think it's all the way down the bottom. It's a silver one, but it's a heart, and we've just layered and layered it, and it's kind of given it almost like a chipboard thickness. So then you can then start to use all your mediums on it. So yeah, it's a great weight as well at 280,
yeah, the black one. Now, the 300 GSM is the super smooth, and then 280 is the watercolor card and the true black. I believe that's correct. I mean, you know what? I'm a massive fan of Pink Frog Crafts. I'm very lucky to have a massive stash at home that I do use it. If you want to go for this, well, it is a happy hour, so make sure to check out your baskets because the price will go up at the end of the hour. It is very busy. 20% already gone, and we are literally 6 minutes in. 045296. Remember, it is a happy hour deal. You are getting 605 sheets in total of those 4, divided in equal amounts. And there now, oh, sorry, not equal. You are getting 125 of the rainbow, 160 of the super smooth, 180 of the black, and 140 of the super smooth. My mistake, sorry, I kind of watercolor. Right. However, it does look equal, but of course the different grammage and densities make it not look. They come in an A4 box, so basically it's just, you can keep them there as well.
I just keep it by the side of me and just reach for it when I want to do different things. So if I'm using my alcohol markers, I'll get the super smooth out. If I want to do something a bit more mixed media, I'll get the watercolour out.
I love that.
It's fab. I love it. It's all great.
I wish I was home because I would be buying this. £29.97, but remember, £21 saving. That £21 saving is a happy hour that will disappear at the end of the hour. Now we have got a brand new size for a true green, and one of the things I enjoy about Pink Frog Crafts is that they simplify it. They have got a true black, they have got a true red, and they have got a true green card. It's a 290 GSM, so it's perfect for our construction. Here it's the 15 by 30. Now, this is a fabulous size, and does it come with scoring guides?
It does. It comes with full instructions, so you've got your 10 card bases to start with.
Perfect.
And for me, the first thing I do when either we get a new size or a new colour is I sit and just do all the scores, which is basically what all of these cards are. It's, you know, your basic scores with some card on top.
Well, you are getting 100 sheets in here, so that means that you said 10 different folding sizes.
Yeah.
So you could do 10 of them, and then you still have got 90 to then do. That's a very, very good idea. I adore, for instance, I have to show you this one. We have seen, of course, the other Pink Frog Crafts demonstrated, our Hazel Eden. This is one of her favorites. I think this is just gorgeous. I love how you have put these cards in there, because it kind of, again, yes, this is a card size 15 by 30 that creates blank cards, but you can mat and layer as well. And this also exemplifies why it's so good to happy hour, because then you could use the elements from the happy hour to build onto the true green as well, which means that you, for instance, this one would be an A6, and then you have another A6 in the inside. Right, £18.99 gives you 100 of the true green gorgeous size, 15-30 size. The true green is a kind of a recent addition, but this size is brand new. You haven't seen 15 by 30 and true green before. 4 by 5 to 430 is your item number. Moving on to the nice, another new size, I believe. This is the true green. It comes with super smooth. You are getting 21 by 30. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Claire, but is that a tiny bit bigger than an A4?
It is a tiny bit bigger than A4, and what that does is it just makes everything so much easier. It means I don't have to waste any card by trying to cut it down to a size that I can then divide by a good number. Yeah. So obviously, just to score it in half, if I score it at 15, it's straight down the middle. Whereas, you know,
before it was like, because it, of course, an A4 is 21 by 29.7. which is ridiculous because I think 29.7 or 29.8 depending. So it's just so confusing because of that. Especially the 29.7, it doesn't even divide that division. So you can have the ability to do, like Claire was saying, a much easier way. Now, it will still fit on an A5 envelope, I would imagine, a C5 envelope.
Yeah, that 3 mil makes a huge difference, but yeah, it still fits in all your standard envelopes. So yeah, it works beautifully.
Does it come with different fold guides?
Again, that comes with 10 different folds. So you've got your pop-out card there. You've got gate folds, you've got Z folds. And
I like it. See, I love this side. You know what I do with this? I also put die cuts coming out here, so there is so many possibilities.
Yeah.
And I like that you can put a credit card inside, a gift card. Credit cards. I mean, if somebody else pays, that's fabulous. Anyway, $9.99. You are getting the true green and the super smooth. You are getting 25 of each, so you're getting 50 in total. And I recommend this kind of slightly bigger than an A4, A4 plus. 122723 is your item number. Now we also have got well, I mean, you see me dressed, you know what my colors are. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Red and black, and you have got here again the same size, 21 by 30. Yes, I turn into a card, and that's me just stalking through the flower. Now, black and red is not just for Valentine's, not for Christmas, is it, Claire?
It's not. It's for absolutely everything. You know, just a general happy birthday.
Poppies, I mean, we've half past the remembrance, but every year comes around.
Yeah. Just anything. Roses, it'd be lovely with as well.
Yeah. And black as well for matting and layering. I mean, and this is something that it was funny because, you know, I love black, but I never used it as much until I saw Leonie kind of matting and layering always in black. And then I realized everything stands out so much nicer in black when you do. So having this size,
it just makes everything pop.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and quite nice as a card base as well. You know, you can always put, you know, a card liner in, or another, you know, if you want to tie your card together, you could use the red inside as well as on the outside to bring it all together.
It's beautiful. £13.99, you are getting both the true red and true black, both 290 for the red, GSM wise, 280 GSM. This will be perfect for our construction as well, boxes, die cutting?
Yeah, boxes, die cutting. You can stamp on it again.
Embossing.
Yeah.
Also, both, well, especially the true red, I have, you know, I love my Versamark and Watermark effects. They work so well on true red.
They do.
They give you that deeper tones. Well, if you wanted, 989-767. You can see I'm very passionate about the essential nature of the Pink Frog Crafts cards. And if you want to add some pizzazz into it, well, we do have got pizzazz for you. Now we have got here a brand new bundle, and this is black, but black with a touch of a sparkle, a touch of light. Is the black card collection. You are getting 12 sheets in total. You are getting 3 of each. Now I'm gonna grab them here because I'm so short. I just need some elevation. Right now, what do we get here, Claire?
So we get the satin gloss.
Wow.
So then we get the gloss, so you can see the colours change in that. It's absolutely beautiful.
This is like, well, I was gonna say a club, but I haven't been in a club for such a long time. I don't even know. I mean, I don't think they are open, are they? But it's just, no, I know what this is remind me. It's like for bonfire night. You know that some children wear those lights around it.
Like like the little neon ones. Yeah.
So you could put, if you have got pictures of your children with that, and this is fireworks.
It is fireworks party.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody deserves to have fireworks every now and again. Look at that. New Year's cards, birthday cards. You know, Halloween, but also, I think if you have got a scrapbooking or memory album and you have got pictures of you know, fireworks as well. You have got this ones as well. I just think it's just magical. Can I say all hour like this and just kind of, because this is the danger that it is. You're going to receive them and you're just going to be plain, twisted. Oh, look at that. Jimmy is on it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just magical, isn't it? And you can see all the, Jack, you know, floor manager Jack is just like, just like a little kid. 601404 is your item number. £11.99 is the price there, and you can see it in different samples how in a bag as well that would look amazing. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I just love it. Kind of move away, Paula, move away. But moving away from black, but we are going to the gold collection here now, and the gold collection features, I believe, 16 different, 16 sheets, 4 different types of finish, right, Claire?
Yep. So in there we've got the Miri H, which is kind of like the high level of Miri that you can get. So it is just truly reflective,
okay,
and gives you a beautiful finish.
So you're getting 5 of the Miri H, and then 5 a non-shed glitter, which is that one. And then we have got satin. You are getting, the satin is this one. You're getting 3. And then the gloss, the gloss, satin gloss, you're getting 3 of those ones. You know what? This is just like, it's playing tricks on me. I really like this. It's just different with that satin kind of.
It's elegant, and you know, it's got that.
It reminds me. Satin sheets.
It's beautiful, but it die cuts really well as well.
Oh, good.
Both through a manual and an electronic die cutting machine. And the non-shed glitter works brilliant in electronic die cutting machines as well.
I'm gonna show the non-shed glitter. It's really, you know, when it comes to glitter cards, there is a type of glitter card for every occasion. But if you don't like the feel of glitter, but you like the look of it, this is phenomenal. And I also love the fact that it's kind of, can I say it, the most sophisticated type of glitter.
Most definitely. It is just adding that touch of elegance, that beautiful finish to all your projects.
It's just subtle. I mean, it's gold, but it has got that kind of also thing for vintage projects. If you, for instance, have got, Leonie has got the Stamperia One Day Special tonight with rice paper. And sometimes you want to bring a little bit of light into it, but you don't want to put something too shiny, but you want that gold. This is it.
It'd be perfect.
It would be absolutely perfect. £13.99 is the price. 619681 is your item number. And then, of course, some of us prefer the gold, some of us prefer silver. I prefer everything. You know, I'm not. Well, I was going to say not picky. You know, I am picky. I want it all. We have got here the 16 sheets of the assorted silver card collection. Again, you are getting, I believe, is 5 of the non-shed glitter, 5 of the Miri H, and then you are getting 3 of the satin and 5 of the satin gloss. So I'm going to show them. So this is the Miri H, and you can say, oh, shall we show Andrew on the ladder, on top of the ladder? Can I? No, I can't. Can I? No. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Okay. We can see it. Yeah. That's there it is. Lower. There it is. That's Andrew. Changing. Okay, and then we have got here where it's lower. There it is. That's Jack. That's waving. Yeah, that's there. Right, and you can see the quality of the reflection in them. And then we have got here the non-shed glitter. I love that.
I don't think I'm allowed favourites, but if I was, that silver would be one of them. I think it's just absolutely beautiful.
It is phenomenal. Right, we wonder, oh, look, that looks like a wedding dress. The organza, the silk organza flowing in here. Right, £13.99 is the price. 154715 is your item number. Right, of course, we have got a lot, you can see exactly what you are getting, 16 sheets of that one. We are getting, of course, the gorgeous satin, the satin gloss, the non-shed glitter card, and the mirror edge. The last two you are getting 5, the other two you are getting 3 of them for £13.99, and brand new today, 154715 is your item number. But we do have got that gorgeous, some kind of a blend of different finishes into one color, and we have got it into red. I'm going to hold it like this so you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? So we have got in here again the this is, I would say, it's a slightly low shade. Yeah, it is low shade, so it does have a little bit of shade, right?
Yeah, it does. So, but it's such a lovely red.
It is. Look at that. I mean, it is a Christmas red. I mean, I just can't, oh, I love it. I can be staring at this all day long. But it is a beautiful Valentine's red. It's a beautiful Christmas red. It's a beautiful rose red, poppy red. It's just that sort of thing. So you are getting, again, the same amount. You are getting, of course, 5 of the mirror edge, 5 of the low shade red. Then you are getting 3 of the satin gloss, and then you are getting 3 of the satin. Look at that. Oh, this, oh, just, yeah. I love it. I love it. And you can see it here with the puppies. How gorgeous do they look there? Aren't they just gorgeous, the different finishes? £12.99 is your price. 639989 is your item number. And we have got it under green again. This is non-shed green glitter. Again, same deal. You are getting 5 of the mirror edge, 5 of the non-shed green glitter cards, 3 of the satin, and 3 of the satin gloss. 16 sheets in total for £13.99. And you can see it. How gorgeous do they look here? Look at that. I like it. It's just like you can see the different finishes, and of course how well they work with a true green. £13.99 is the price. 869588. But if you like red, you cannot be without red velvet. It is our director's favorite, our Jimmy's favorite. Well, I have to say, if I had to choose a red card to take a desert island, probably it would be red. It would be red velvet, let's be honest. It's just beautiful satin finish, and $9.99 is your price. 610625 is your item number. Right, if you want to make Jimmy a card, say whatever, say hello, I like you. You could buy that card and send it to him. Right, we have got red liner tape as well, so we do have got it. Now, this is 4 rolls of tape, but it is not the traditional 4 rolls of tape. Oh no, each of them contain 30 meters, which actually, when you compare it to traditional red liner tape, which contains 5, it means that is the equivalent of 6 rolls each of them. So that is the equivalent, those 4 rolls is the equivalent of traditionally 24 rolls of red liner tape. You are getting 1 of the 3 mil, 1 of the 6 mil, 1 of the 9 mil, and 1 of the 12 mil. So basically 6 lengths of the traditional roll of the 3 mil. 100 meters and 120 meters in total. Remember, it's heat proof, and also, of course, a high tag. 825-810 is your item number. We also have got my all-time favorite low tag tape, which is the 3M Scotch removable tape. I have been using for 16 years, and it has let me down just about twice or 3 times. I use it every day, numerous times. It is the most amazing, remarkable low tag tape. £13.99 gives you both of them. 65 meters is what you are getting, because you are getting a duo of them. 999-217 Now, I need to remind you to check out your baskets for the happy hour. Now, this amazing set, remember you are getting 605 sheets in total of that rainbow watercolor card, super smooth and true black. It's half the stock already gone. Now, usually we say a happy hour deal lasts until the end of the hour. However, that is if the stocks last. So please make sure to check out right now. You have got a £21 savings. Do not miss out on that. So useful to have all those A6 ready cut, ready to mat and layer. 045296 is your item number. Right, and with that, let's join Claire to say a demonstration.
Excellent. So I thought what I'd show you, so you'll have noticed with the 15 by 30 cards, we've used kind of the same background on all of them, but I've made that background and I've made that from our watercolour. So these little watercolour little pieces are absolutely fab for this.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab one of our floral stamps from one of our pink frog stamps.
Do we have that one on the website?
They are. They're all on the brand shop.
Brand shop. If you shop by brand, Pink Frog Crafts will.
So, and I'm just going to use a couple of colours on this. I'm looking for something to wipe my stamp with. Let's give it a quick wipe and then we'll add another colour.
And having them already pre-cut to A6 card means that you can do batch making as well fairly quickly, don't you?
Definitely. And if I've missed any bits, I'm not too bothered because we're going to give this a little bit of a spritz and get that ink moving in a minute. So, you know what, we're going to add a third colour, I think. So let's add a little bit of peel paint. So we've got Lucky Clover, Twisted Citron. There we go. And this is how I've done the background for a lot of those cards. I'll just grab a bit of water and you'll see straight away.
Oh, yeah.
But the card will absolutely take that and you know, you can do it 2 or 3 times on it and build your layers up. What I tend to do when I'm doing these at home, I'll do them and I'll do a whole set and I'll just let them dry.
Okay.
Obviously we'll give that a very, very quick blast.
All right, yeah, while you dry those, just remember that Claire is using the watercolor card that is included in the happy hour. You are getting A6 pieces of card. How many you are getting of the watercolor? 140 of them. Imagine making batch cards with this. Imagine to experience. One of the things I think is when we have got a new technique we want to try, it's great to have ready-made pieces of card that we can test it, and it doesn't feel that we are dipping into the main bundle of that we have got, the bigger pieces. We want to keep those ones for best. Having a happy hour means that you have got a £21 saving. So that means that, of course, you can experiment more.
And that is literally how I made the background for all these cards.
Wow.
And quite often, because I'm a bit of a messy crafter, I ended up with it on the back as well, but that quite often gave me a choice of whether I wanted to use that side or that side. And then from there, we can cut that down to the size that we want for the front of the card, but it's literally taking the tiniest piece off. And then what we can do is start to build our card up.
Fabulous. How do we do this?
So we'll grab one of our 15 by 30s.
Which is the new size in True Grit.
It is. We'll grab a scoreboard, but you could do this with a ruler and a scoring tool or down the middle of your trimmer. Yeah. And I am looking for my instructions. So we're going to do the easel card with no mat, and I love this because I normally get in a bit of a mess, and this just makes it so easy. So we're going to score at 15 and then 10 from each end. So that's going to be 10 and 20. And just like that. Let's use my little tool from Cool Cats, which is great.
And of course, the instructions for that are included in the True Grit.
They are. There we go.
And you're getting 100 of them.
But I love the fact that just straight away you've got a card that's just a little bit different, which for me then means I've already added a bit of interest without trying to. It feels like cheating in some ways, but you know, I'll take that.
It's a good point because, like, basically buying a pre-score card is much more expensive. So first of all, however, I used to buy loads of pre-score card because I didn't want to cut the card to size. That was the main thing, because you kind of cut it at an angle, not perfectly square, and therefore the scoring line isn't perfect. Having the pre-cut, it means that you have got the scoring to do, which you can choose, you can make it perfectly different every single time. Right.
So all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of ink to the edge.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm going to keep wiping it down because I will get ink everywhere. And I've already cut a couple of extra strips as well. So we've got these here. So we're going to stamp on these.
Okay.
So it also shows that the watercolour is great for stamping on as well. So I am going to use my stamping platform.
Right.
And because I want these in a specific place, I have already lined them up on the stamping platform. If not, we'd probably still be here about 12 o'clock with me faffing about. So I'm just going to pop that one in there. I am going to do them separately. And we're going to use the VersaFine Claire, but this lovely green colour, this is Shady Lane, yeah.
I love VersaFine
and I love this because it's just, you know, it brings that green all together, and it isn't too strong. But you'll see that we can stamp onto the, there you go, let's give it a bit more ink. There you go, I need to be taller, don't I?
Well, you know, it's just...
There you go, that's much better.
The counter needs to be lower, so you can...
And then we have got Special Friend lined up as well. So again, we'll just add that to our little strip.
Okay, and then we have got...
There you go.
There.
And then what I've done with the sunflowers is I have...
And these are the stamps again from Pink
They are Pink Frog stamps. And I did have a little yellow ink pad, which I will find in one second.
Do you have antique linen here?
It's there. It's here. It's here. It's here.
Ooh.
It's here. It's here. And a brush.
Right.
So what we're going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit of mustard seed. And I'm going to put a bit of water down there as well. Now, the great thing about this is because it's on a pattern background, I can just throw the colour on it because you can, it's just so forgiving. So if colouring isn't your thing, but you want a bit of a stamped image and you want to colour it in, this is great because it's already got some colour on it for you.
All right. And of course, you're using watercolour cards. So it's a beautiful blend of colour, and also you're using VersaFine, which means that the watercolour will not bleed, right?
Yeah, it is just about having, you know, the right things. And this watercolour card, you know, this has already been, this piece has probably been wet 2 or 3 times, and you know, just building the background colour up on it. So I would have done one side. Yeah. So I would have then I've probably just gone back in. So it's probably been wet 2 or 3 times. I'm now adding some more water to it, and it hasn't changed its structure at all. This will still stick lovely and flat on a card.
Perfect.
So, and I am just throwing that on. You don't need to be, you know, because you've got the background behind it, you don't have to be too careful. Okay. We will add
Is it Evergreen Bow, that one?
Is it what?
Evergreen Bow?
That one is Lucky Clover.
Oh, Lucky Clover. Gorgeous.
Which is a lovely, lovely green. It's one that looks a bit scary sometimes until you start playing with it.
It's just gorgeous. So. And the card, the watercolor card, remember that if you go for the happy hour, this is the watercolor cards. This is what, of course, Claire is using, is a watercolor card that is just using 2/3 of the stock already gone. So if you want to grab yours, you can see it. You please check out your baskets. It has got a slight texture, so it means that, of course, I would say it's definitely not hot press, which is smooth. It's definitely not rough. It could be like a smooth sort of cold press that has got that sort of texture. But unlike a cold press that has got a really much indented texture, you can still stamp with this. I love it because it gives me a little bit of texture, but it's still the very good definition for stamping.
So we've just put a little bit of double-sided tape and some foam squares on the back. That one's got some on. That one needs some on. So we'll use our red liner tape. And
you're using the 12mm, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so if it's a bigger piece, I'll tend to use this because it's great for coverage, and it really holds it down well.
Right, we have got all four of them come to you for £13.99. You are getting 30 meters in each, which means, of course, that each of these rolls is the equivalent of traditional 6 of the 5-meter ones. So holding in my hands 4, but actually I'm holding the quantity of 24 rolls. Having them as well, I love that you are getting the 3, the 6, the 9 and the 12mm, because they are the 4 sizes that you are going to use the most. And of course, you have got that amazing price of £13.99. It's a fabulous, fabulous price.
And I do love having all 4 sizes because you've just got the one that you need for whatever you're doing.
It's great for ribbon as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great for ribbon. Those little, you know, if you want to put a tiny strip of paper across something.
And it's one of those glues that if you don't have it in your stash, if you are out of it, you will miss it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so it's good to stock up. I always have got like,
I love it.
Quite a few, yeah.
So we'll just put that little one on there, and then we'll put that on there. So I like to do most of my matting and layering before I stick it to my card, because then if I manage to not quite get it on straight, I can tidy the edge of it before it goes on my card. So we will pop that on there. There we go.
Okay. Right.
And then that will go on our card. It feels really bad sticking this bit down because it's pretty on the back as well.
This is the kind of things that you're thinking, oh, acetate card would be good.
Oh, yeah, or if you'd made a box with it and then the inside was lovely as well. So we'll grab our little card. Should we go? No, we'll go this way. We'll go that way up. So we're just going to stick that on there. So I would assemble this, and then I would add some glossy accents to it as well, just to make make the centres pop and make the sentiment pop as well. So I have to get this one the right way round, because if not we end up with an upside down special friend. Nice. There we go, let's get it straight. Yeah. So you can see, you know, we haven't used an awful lot of our stash for this either. We've used one piece of our 15 by 30 and a little tiny bit to mat and layer, and then just 2 pieces out of that happy hour box. So absolutely beautiful. I love that. We'll just put some centres in the flowers just to finish that off.
That's good.
So yeah, I tend to put my glossy accents into these applicators because I can get a little bit better control of it. There we go. And it means I can go over the letters as well.
Yeah.
So I want beautiful control. Because normally I get glue absolutely everywhere. And I love the fact as well that when you put glossy accents over Distress Oxide, quite often they change colour a little bit as well, so they pop a little bit more, which which is really beautiful.
And some of the colour kind of gets diluted into the glossy accent, so that's kind of a fabulous way of it. So, and of course, you're using that fabulous refillable bottles. I believe we are out of stock.
I believe so. I think we are trying to get them back. They are on their way. They'll be back very, very soon. Hopefully when Hazel's back, she'll have them. But I have never used so much glossy accents in my life because I can get into all these little tiny bits.
Yeah.
And even...
And the fact that it's just, the glossy accents, I adore it. It's one of those, by the way, we do have it on the show if you want it. It's a fabulous, fabulous product, and I would stock up while they are in stock. But one of the things I would say is that sometimes they do clog. Usually I have got a pen right there and I kind of use it, but decanting it into the bottles will make it easier. You are getting 2 for £13.99. It will dry really rock hard. It gives you that glossiness, perfect glossiness. When you put it, it has got a kind of milky white, but then it becomes completely transparent. 569249 is your item number.
There you go. I've started now. I need to finish, don't I? We're nearly there, halfway through the letters.
Yeah. Right.
There we go. And just quickly do the last ones.
Yeah.
There you go, and I can only just see it at the moment, but that'll dry lovely, like you say, lovely and glossy, and slightly 3D as well, so it adds a bit more texture to your card.
Yeah.
So there you go. There is
perfect.
Your finished card. There you go.
I mean, have you seen that? Claire has done that card really from scratch. She's just stamped, you have colored it, you have folded, you know, in 10 minutes. And of course, I will start it with the happy hour. The happy hour contains the super smooth, the rainbow mirror cards, then it got the watercolor and the true black. Now, these are cut into A6 size, so ready for your stamping, ready to not have to dip into your big stash. Now, look at the rainbow. I kind of need to give it a wiggle, because look at those colors coming through the lights. Now, maybe you are like me, that you use a little bit, just very little bit of that mirror, but you want to have it in your stash because you never know when you are going to need it. Think about your alcohol inks. Perfect. You can experiment different combinations over the top because that glossy surface gives it a perfect surface for the alcohol inks. Your watercolor is sorted, your matte and layering with the black is sorted, your super smooth is sorted. I love my foam bleaching techniques on a super smooth. I love the crispness that you are getting with the super smooth, but I love the water blending abilities of the watercolor. Maybe you have never tried super smooth or a watercolor card or true black from Print for Crafts. Today is the day that you can test it, but with a massive bumper of 605 sheets of A6. Now, £29.97 is what you're paying. Remember that £21, it's all saving. It's only here for this hour or until stocks last. So check out your basket right now. We are 70% gone of it. 045296 is your item number. Is actually a stash builder. It's something that, I'll say it, it's easy to find a space in your table to play with that card. Now, if you are a card maker, you know that there are certain sizes that are essential. One of them is 6x6, one of them is also a A6 sort of card. Having a card already cut to size to 15 by 30 means that we can achieve a size that is very similar to 6x6, score it down the middle, and we have got just under, but just a tiny bit under a 6x6. We have got, if you do a Z fold, we have got in here an A6 sort of card. The fact that you are getting all these different sizes, the way that you can, like, of course, Claire has been showing us that easel card, it means that it's a massive, amazing size to have in your stash. 100 sheets you are getting of that true green. Is the first time that we see true green in the 15 by 30. Grab yours by checking out the baskets. 452430 is your item number. Moving on to the size, the 21 by 30 in the true grain as well as super smooth, being a couple of millimeters larger of the A4 means that the scoring is much simpler. So if you wanted a true A4, you can just trim it, but look at the frame that you can create. There is also different size cards in here. You have got different sturdy frames as well that you can create. Remember that each of these bundles comes with the scoring guidelines on how to create scoring cards. Now, if you wanted, you are getting 25 of the white, the super smooth 300 GSM, 25 of the 290 GSM true green. 122723 is your item number. 9.99 is the price. Moving on to my favorite, of course, it has to be a red and black, true red and true black. Now you are getting 25 of each, 21 centimeters by 30 centimeters, and of course the true red is 290 GSM and 280 GSM for the black. So it has got that perfect scoring ability and a construction as well. Now you have got different ways that you can use it. Let me show you this one because it's kind of, I love that one. Let's put it here. Oh, let's see. Because you can create a gatefold in here with the giraffe. I think it has pink ink designs. You know, I just adore with a flirty eyelashes. 989767 is your item number. £13.99 is the price. Moving on to the black collection here. Now this has been incredibly popular, and you have got here, so we can see that you are getting 12 sheets in total. You are getting, I believe, 3 of each of those designs, which so it is 4. You have got the fireworks, I love it, celebrations, graduation cards as well, engagements, weddings, Happy New Year. I love these ones. It's just you can be mesmerized by them. 1 night of photos if you want to. Now you have got the kind of wavy colors, and then you have got this satin here. I just think it's just kind of, this is like the sea at night, isn't it? The sea at night. I just think, now if you, oh, it's kind of falling. Oh, they don't like it. They don't like my let's put it there. There it is. 601 or 404 is your item number. £11.99. They dropped. Right. Anyway, we have got lots more on the website. So have a look at the Hochanda.com, and you can find everything that we have got for the show. All the different bundles, including, of course, that red velvet card, which is a favorite of our Jimmy, the director. $9.99 is the price. He wants it. He wants red velvet, right? And of course, remember, look at those 5-star reviews. If you just buy one thing today, I will go for that Scotch tape. Seriously, it's one of those ones that I have got. I thought I had 2 at home and 2 here. Well, I have got 2 in the studio, well, here in the studios, and I have got 4 at home. Otherwise, I panic. Anyway, moving on from that, do check out your baskets. Remember that happy hour is very busy and is gonna go, the price is gonna be at the end of the hour. So please do check out your baskets if you want a happy hour. Otherwise, you might miss out. 6 pieces of watercolor, super smooth, mirror, and true black. And with that, Claire, back to you. We have got about 6 minutes left till the end of the show.
That's fine. I'm going to show you a card. I want to quickly show you these because you've been talking about super smooth and all the things you can do on them. This is a quick little swatch book. So again, using your kind of happy hour, you can go through, practice different techniques. So if I put it, there we go, there. So we've used distress inks, distress oxides with water.
Oh, look at it.
Using, you know, that's layer and layer and layer. And that's on super smooth.
It's 300 GSM, isn't it?
It is. There we've faux bleached using a stencil. This is our brushes. This is some paint that, no, that isn't, that's sprays that we've put on it. This is some metallic paints that we've put through there. That's gesso. That's actually white card with black gesso on it.
I like that.
It's just so much texture.
Yeah.
That's so, you know, texture paste.
Wow.
Gilding wax.
Is that super smooth?
That is super smooth.
Can you tilt it a little bit? Look at that. How well it has embossed. Then gilding wax. That looks really cool.
It's just a brilliant product. You can do so much with it. We're going to do this technique now. So this is just stenciling onto it, stamping onto it. This is alcohol markers.
This is a good point, because this is Super Smooth is my go-to when I have alcohol markers coloring. Watercolor?
Watercolor pens,
wow.
Watercolor pencils.
And that is all the same
some heat embossing, die cutting. Then we've got just ordinary embossing. That's using it through letterpress.
Oh my goodness.
That's using like a water technique to emboss, to get ink onto it. You can make it look distressed, so we've given it a bit of a scrumple. That's doodling, but I haven't got round to doing mine yet.
That's lemon ink.
And then we've also got construction as well, so we can make little frames with it. So I just love it as a product.
Is that size made within A6?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think they're slightly bigger. I can't remember is the honest answer.
Right. Yeah.
If it happened more than an hour ago, not a chance.
Oh, you're like me. If I have crossed a couple of doors, then there is no chance that I will remember.
It's definitely getting worse. Getting worse. We'll have a look at a trifold card. So we'll use our 21 by 30.
Okay.
And we will grab again our scoreboard. We've got our instructions for 21 by 30 as well. Yeah. And to make a trifold, super easy, we are just going to score at 10 and 20.
Perfect.
So we'll fold that over.
That's a demo. Just exemplifies how amazing is to have those extra 3 mil that you are getting instead of an A4, because the scoring now it's just so much easier.
And after I made this, I was thinking you could make this into like a little tag book as well. You put little little pockets on it and put loads of little tags on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some panels. So we're going to use our Super Smooth. She says bravely. I've already done 2 of them, but I'm going to show you how I would normally do this, because I normally lay them down together. So this is our Super Smooth, and I'm using, it was you saying about the tape that reminded me about this demo. So what I normally do is I normally lay all 3 panels down together so that I can get that middle strip. So it's just done. So let me grab my tape. There it is.
And it's the removable Scotch tape?
Yeah, so you'll see that I'd already stuck some of that down and it's come off a piece of card, absolutely no problem.
If you ever have thought, oh, you know, I need a better tape for securing my dies through the die cutting machine, to masking and layering, to masking when I'm stenciling, the details for the Scotch tape are at the bottom. You're getting a duo of them at £13 and 99. They will last a long time. I mean, I buy them at, you know what, I don't know, once a year maybe I buy a duo, and I use them all the time.
But you can reuse them, just wipe them down. Normally my die cutting machine at home's kind of covered in them a little bit. Yeah. So we are just going to grab a little stencil that I had here a minute ago. There you go. And we're just going to pop that on there. So keeping with our green, we'll use a bit of Lucky Clover and a little bit of cracked pistachio, maybe. Doesn't really matter. No. Doesn't matter if they're all slightly different either. And the nice thing is you'll just see how well this ink moves on Super Smooth. It really does.
We have got about a minute and a half till the end of the show, so...
Yeah,
we will get there one day.
Of course we will. There you go, look at that.
And you are back at 2 o'clock, of course.
I am.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
I like that.
And then if you just put, this is almost a clean dauber, or it might have a bit of antique linen on. Yeah. That will just do that bit. I've forgotten the bottom bit. I'm not going to get
Don't worry,
this time. There you go.
There it is. And I love how the Scotch tape kind of glides in as well, so it doesn't absorb any ink, so you are not wasting any ink.
No, and it gives you, which we'll do the little reveal now, it gives you, and I've been rushing there as well, and you'll see it'll just give me, well, I've managed to peel it off now.
Okay.
It gives you these really crisp edges.
Yeah. Look at that. I love those really crisp edges.
And for me, that bit across the middle is absolutely perfect. There we go.
Right, remember everybody to check out their baskets for the happy hour deal we have got. Now we have got, you have got about 5 minutes to check out your baskets for that amazing deal. We are finishing the show in about seconds, but can we show the card, the finished card?
We can. There you go. There's one we made earlier.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, Claire. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you at 2 o'clock. Now check out your baskets, especially for the happy hour. The price won't be here at 2 o'clock. That £21 saving, it will disappear until the end of the hour. But of course, if you do not want to miss in any of these goodies, the only way to do that is to check out those baskets. That's the only way to secure that they are on their way to you. Right, and with that, I'll see you in an hour's time, and stay tuned for amazing inspiration coming up next.